Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the last game of the night. I will just go through the team sheet with you. Just bear with me one moment. FutScarbs, who will be running left to right, we have number 8, Andre Jr., number 16, Bruno Bizan, number 9, Wagner Araujo, number 6, Leonardo Ferreira, number 7, Fernando Rezende, number 8, Kao Ojima, number 12, Lucas Xavier, 11, Mateus Araujo de Gama de Caro. I'll work out what to call him. Number 19, Julio Cesar Figueiredo. As we see FutScarbs open up early, and that ball off the bar. Nice little turn inside. Andino's now able to settle, and then in goal, Lucas Gargo. For the Andinos, we have Jaden Ashmore wearing number 10, number 11, Jorge Escobar, number 64, Sebastian Correa, number 7, Miguel Fernando Salas, number 17, Jorgen Eduardo Arias, number 1 in goal, Sergio Ramirez, number 19, Rob Michalik, and number 30, Christian Castrillia. Christian Castrillian. Interception there by Ferreira, but it's won back by Salas, and now Escobar out to Ashmore. The goalkeeper, I believe, had a slight injury to his hand and is therefore playing on the court tonight. Escobar now, back for Salas. Ashmore. Correa. The Andinos moving the ball around. FutScarbs just being content to sit and absorb pressure. Correa. Now to Escobar. Escobar, such good technical feet. Now Ashmore loses out to Ferreira. Araujo over the top. Ball down the line. Good run. Little 1-2. Rezende couldn't get it back though. And now Correa will get the ball back into play. Escobar at Fixo again. One of the most technically gifted players to have graced the courts in Western Australia. Great ball down the line and a good save. Salas came flying across to try and get a block on the shot. Was unable to, but now Rezende, Araujo, and Ashmore blocks with his knee. Not bad goalkeeping technique there. FutScarbs content again just to sit at halfway, and now they've won the ball. De Carvalho shoots. Saved by Ramirez, outstretched right leg. Now break for Andinos. Coria with the toe poke, but it's wide. Not really troubling Bizarre in goal at all. Araujo making a driving run. Now Rezende looking up, but that ball not really suiting Di Carvalho. Araujo playing with Coria on the floor. Now Ferreira, sorry, that was Ferreira, not Araujo. Rezende bringing the ball forward again, but Di Carvalho couldn't reel it in. Rezende, I believe, saying we need to make more subs. I believe Ferreira is now saying the same thing. Boys, we need to make subs a little bit quicker. We've all been on the court nearly 6 minutes. Salas for Escobar. Arias able to keep the ball in play. And now Salas looking down the line, but can't find the feet of Castrillon. Castrillon. I'm going to go with Castrillon, so my apologies if that's incorrect, Christian. Oh, and Fernando Salas has inadvertently put the ball into his own net while trying to clear. Very unlucky. As we see his reaction, he was in the right place and just a little bit unlucky. In fairness to him, it was good defensive work by Salas. He was just very, very unlucky there. Escobar. Arias back to Escobar. Juna trying not to watch his feet, trying to watch his eyes. Nice work down that right left-hand defensive side by Figueiredo. And the ball evades Di Carvalho's head. Escobar's pass is cut out by Di Carvalho though. Great ball inside. Juna with the toe poke. And the save again, that outstretched right leg by Ramirez. Got big boots to fill, taking over tonight from Jaden Ashmore, but so far is doing a decent job of it. Di Carvalho fouled. Arias just having too much of his arm. It is a free kick for FutScarbs. Against Arias, just a little bit of confusion there. Juna to the back post. Amir Fedibegovic having a very good touch behind the goal, one of his better ones recently. And FutScarbs again content to really allow Andinos to come to them, and that confusion that you just saw is probably the reason why. Escobar within 5 meters, cutting out that pass. Automatic yellow card for that for Escobar. Ferreira to Juna, looking for Ferreira again. He's not able to keep it in. He did reach it, but not able to keep the ball in play. Escobar trying to drive forwards, but he's dispossessed, and now Junik looking to counter-attack. Gets a nutmeg on Escobar, but Mishalik with good defending gets the ball out of play. That ball into Figueiredo was again just a little bit wide. This game may well come down to whether or not the Andinos can create one or two chances to get Escobar one-on-one. Certainly, his last two passes have not been his best. Great run down that right left-hand side by Ferreira, but Ojima just couldn't drag that ball back to then find Ferreira at the far post. Arias moves the ball on to Mishalik. Great little parallel down the line. Mishalik shoots. Good save by Bizan. And now Mishalik gets the ball back from Arias. Then finds Salas. Does a good job at pivot. Arias with the no-look pass. And Salas is fouled, potentially inadvertently, but he certainly got caught. Good little skill from Salas just to let the ball run across his body. He was brought down by Figueiredo. Got Mishalik here on the left. Escobar for Salas. A little bit of a wasted opportunity there. Now Mishalik with the kick in. Escobar's gone to pivot. Arias receives, able to turn. Just had to come back to retrieve the ball. Juna did enough just to make sure that his path to goal wasn't easy. Now Mishalik, good movement inside. Salas trying to find the player who had moved to pivot. And FutScarbs just content to clear the ball up the court. Andinos players just getting a little bit impatient, wanting their teammates to keep the ball moving. And excellent defensive work there, and now FutScarbs can break. Figueiredo looking for his teammate at the far post, Juna. They've done enough, but there was contact there initially from that, after that little pass got flicked back. Ramirez caught Figueiredo, I believe it is, after the ball had gone. It is Figueiredo there. So the goalkeeper committing to the slide and catching the player. Mateus Di Carvalho has come on the court. I believe will be looking to take the penalty. While there is a bit of a break in play, FutScarbs at the moment are in 5th position and will be looking to get into 4th with a win here. The win would take them above Phoenix, who are 4th. For the Andinos, as we see the penalty from Di Carvalho, not too majestic, but very, very powerful and more than effective enough. The Andinos, if they are able to get back into this game, will be wanting to lift themselves away from the Perth Pumas at the foot of the table. Has just gotten a little bit harder as Arias is unable to keep that excellent little flick pass down the line from Escobar in play. De Carvalho makes a good run on the right. Juna looking for the flick pass back. And that's a great touch by Mashalik. Scorpion kicking it into himself to his goalkeeper. Escobar receives Arias back to Mashalik first time. And now Escobar. Oh, those feet. Ridiculously talented. But FutScarbs have been able to win possession. And they're passing the ball around pretty much at will at the moment. Escobar cuts out that pass though. De Carvalho went for the big toe poke. Couldn't get enough on it. Ojima looking to cut it across. Ramirez does enough. Correa now to Mashalik. Carrying the ball forwards. Ashmore's back on the court. Now Mashalik to Correa. Back to Mashalik. Arias running a little screen. Looks up, tries to get the ball to Correa, but he wasn't really moving to the ball at all. And now FutScarbs are able to settle. The Andinos also not really looking to put pressure on at this stage of the game. They do only have a short bench though, with only 3. Arias plays Correa. Ashmore's moved out of pivot, moved wide. Doesn't look too happy with the decision making of Correa though. Mashalik with a good interception twice. Ojima subbing off. Wagner Araujo just helping his teammate avoid a yellow card, making sure he subbed in the right area. De Carvalho wins the ball at pivot and wins the kick in for FutScarbs. Oh, a little bit of space here. Wasn't taken advantage of. Rezende looks up, finds De Carvalho. Good defending there by Arias to stop De Carvalho's forward momentum. And a great challenge there by Salas. Rezende back to Araujo. FutScarbs keeping possession of the ball very well. Oh, and that touch, Correa's touch actually made it easier for Ferreira to have the volley at goal. He'll be unhappy with the effort though. Ended up about 12 meters up the wall. Escobar getting a good screen from Correa. Looking to make movements away from Figueiredo, but then resetting. Deciding it wasn't on. Salas to Escobar, Correa. Ashmore. Ashmore with a good ball across. Salas just hadn't made that run. And we have a timeout, so we will be back in just a moment. we're back with just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. It's been predominantly one-way traffic so far for FutScarbs. Andinos having to do a lot of defending. As I say that though, Correa won the ball well. Escobar probably just pushed that pass a little bit when he didn't need to. Good communication from Ashmore, directing his teammates around the court. Figueiredo against Escobar. Escobar maybe a bit unlucky there. Rezende, great little shift of his body to pass that ball for Araujo. Correa sprinting forwards, but Ferreira's done a great job to track him. And Bazan can claim that quite easily. And now Rezende again, another one with very, very good feet at this level. Ferreira's pass slightly overhit for Figueiredo. Now Arias carrying it forwards. Araujo with the block. We're down into the stop clock time. Good throw from Bizan, but equally good work to come out and clear from Ramirez. Just making sure didn't take any chances there. Great ball from Rezende. Escobar gets caught. Figueiredo screaming for a non-existent handball. The goalkeeper was clearly inside his box. Arias slowing the game down to the chagrin of his teammates. Escobar does well to recover. But Correa got a little bit lost. Played the ball out of play, giving FutScarbs an opportunity. 23 seconds remaining. Escobar, Correa, looking for Ashmore. Ashmore again, not looking to impress, but 5 seconds remaining. Correa on his strong foot. Bizan saves, and that will be half-time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after the break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Alright, so we are back. Andinos travelling left to right on your screen for this second half. Ashmore holding the ball up, but being dispossessed by Rezende. Great feet by Rezende now driving forward. He's got Juna to his right. He's got the Carvalho to his left. Ashmore gets a touch of that far post. I think that pass was probably behind Juna, but Ashmore did enough in his defensive recovery to make sure there was no goal scoring opportunity. Castrillon at that left-hand side, the number 30. Correa and Escobar exchanging passes. Great ball from Correa into Escobar. Oh, he tried to flick it through Ojima's legs. Well, that was a situation where Ashmore could just leave it. He put his goalkeeper under a bit of pressure there. Ramirez was equal to the pressure. The Andinos with Ashmore bring the ball back up the court. FutScarbs nice and settled into their half-court defensive shape. Ashmore back for Escobar. Not able to turn, beats Correa inside. Somehow he's managed to Michael Owen his way all the way through. I think it is a corner. De Carvalho coming to the left-hand side. In behind Juna. Now he's got the ball. Oh, FutScarbs. They were looking for a little dummy corner there, and I think Ojima didn't read it. So FutScarbs now have Lucas Gargo Mercado de Souza in goal. I will here on in refer to him as de Souza. Great ball across the far post. And Ojima's eyes lit up a little bit. Going for the sideways scissor kick. Was maybe a little extravagant, more so than was necessary. Arias returns the ball to Escobar. Mishalik's run was just started a little bit deep. Correa with the shot. No problems for de Souza there as he plays Ojima. Again, this game between two groups of players with lots of South American flair has seen quite a lot of defensive setup looking more like a basketball game with the half-court defense. Good movement from De Carvalho. Araujo for Rezende. Great ball in. Oh, De Carvalho was trying to score in the next suburb with the swing that big. Correa for Escobar. Blocked by Rezende. Now across, Arias. One-on-one with Ojima. Plays it to Mishalik. The Andinos moving the ball around. Trying to draw FutScarbs players forward. Oh, and Arias with a nice little flick, but he and Escobar are just not on the same page. Great ball over the top. Oh, Araujo just overran it slightly. Now Correa rides one challenge from Figueiredo. And that ball's gone out for a corner. De Souza rather acrobatically unable to keep it in play. Ashmore looking for the shot. Puts it over the bar. Great throw from D'Souza. And well saved by Ramirez against Figueiredo. Correa in for Ashmore. Good turn by Rezende. And then good defensive work from Correa. Rezende just apologising to his teammates. Arias' pass. Ashmore beat him, got beaten to it by Ojima with a little, then comes up with a little flick. Rezende going for the toe poke, but it's gone out for a kick in. Ramirez to Mashalik. At the moment, everything seems a little bit static and stale from both sides. FutScarbs certainly would be the happier of the two. 2-0 up. Not really having conceded too many clear-cut opportunities to their opposition. Ferreira trying to find movement of teammates. Figueiredo spins down the line, beats Mashalik, plays Araujo, and then the ball gets set back to Rezende, who definitely leaned back into his shot. Mashalik travelling towards the centre again. Oh, a good little exchange between Mashalik and Arias, but well defended by FutScarbs. Now Figueiredo driving forwards. Rezende, Ferreira looking for the run of Araujo. Can he cut back in? Castrillon got a touch. Excellent work by Ferreira to keep that ball in play. And now Rezende just showing lots of calm and composed play. Recycling the ball. Figueiredo receives. Araujo gets blocked. Now the shot from Figueiredo is covered up. Arias does well, finds Mashalik. Back to Arias, but that ball's out of play. Ferreira. Over to Rezende. Juna. Oh, loose pass from Juna there. Ashmore unable to gain possession though. Good save by Ramirez. Oh, then he turns against Di Carvalho. And the foul given on by Di Carvalho on Escobar. Escobar saying it was actually 2, but only being given 1. Ferreira 1-on-1 with Ashmore. Little dummy down the line. Di Carvalho with a great little flick. Gets it back, but he can't finish. Nice little return ball by Leonardo Ferreira. But Di Carvalho couldn't hit the target with his shot. Di Carvalho wins it, cuts inside, but can't beat Ashmore's outstretched, nice and strong leg. Years of being a goalkeeper certainly would have helped that body shape there. Ojima to Ferreira. Andino's starting to press a little higher. Might be getting to that point in the game where they decide that in order to get back into it, they need to put pressure on higher up the court. Juna does well against Escobar with a little bit of assistance. And he can spin against Mishalik. Great save by Ramirez. Didn't fall for the first movement. Escobar pressed by Rezende. Plays the ball across, but it's gone out. Castrillan probably just got a little lost. Araujo happy to slow the game down, play it in to Ojima. His touch let him down. Mishalik now for Escobar. FutScarbs still content to defend. Not even at half court. They're about 15 meters from goal. If they get any deeper, it will be like they were defending against a fly keeper soon. Correa looking for Castrillan. Good defending by Araujo. Castrillan keeps the ball. Mishalik looks up. Little back roll for Castrillan. Now the ball ends up with Mishalik. He spins Ojima down the line, but was definitely fouled in the process. Let's see if the Andinos can come up with something here. They've got the opportunity. Set piece down in the attacking half. Good save. Very good save down low by D'Souza. Correa's drive. Escobar unable to head it back towards goal. D'Souza winds up, but Rezende just saying thanks. Well done, it was a good throw, but I just got something wrong in my movement. Araujo trying to get his teammates to not be so deep defensively. Maybe one of them is listening in on the live stream. Andre Juno, you sitting over there watching your phone? Listening? Nah, doesn't look like it. Escobar shielding the ball against Ferreira. Trying to get the 1-2, but Ferreira is a very physically capable defender. Made sure Escobar couldn't get beyond him. Six minutes remaining. Rezende with the toe poke. That's his second little left foot toe poke of the night. Both have gone wide of that right-hand post, but I think that one was a touch closer than the previous one. You never know. It might be a case of third time lucky. Correa commits Ojima and then goes down like he was shot. Now looks okay. And Escobar just showing Leo Ferreira that he can move the ball wherever he wants. Escobar again having a 1-2 played for him that was probably not going to come. And now Araujo one-on-one. Oh, got a sneaky nutmeg against Ramirez, but it didn't end up on target. Great little skill there from Araujo, but couldn't hit the target with it. Rezende. Figueiredo's pass is cut out by Escobar. He somehow managed to keep the ball despite heavy pressure. Good hit by Correa, but it's well saved by D'Souza. Figueiredo with the early toe poke across. Needed to be hitting that to the far post. Ramirez was equal to that one, which was straight to him. And now FutScarbs just keeping the ball moving. Safe in the knowledge that they are 2-0 up. That ball not on the line. Ashmore just acknowledging the referee that he was correct. Oh, Rezende and Escobar. I would really enjoy seeing that one-on-one contest for a period of time. Rezende tried to get the ball around Escobar. I'm sure that move has a name. I don't know what it is, but it looked cool. Castrillan with a little misplaced pass, but they've gotten it back. He goes for the toe poke out at the near post. Really should have gone far post to Ashmore. Ashmore maybe being a little bit nice, giving his teammate a wave, saying it was all right. Good save by D'Souza. After Correa did well to win that ball from Araujo. Now Ashmore setting up for the corner kick to get Correa on his stronger left foot. It's there. Ends up with Escobar. Castrillan is also left-footed. Loose pass, saved by Ramirez. But we are now down into nearly into the stop clock time. D'Souza able to keep that ball in play. Now Araujo, there's a 3v2 for FutScarbs if they want to attack it. And Ramirez comes out and clears. That ball ends up at the feet of D'Souza. Out to Araujo. Rezende showed too much of it to Escobar, even though he was on the wrong side. Escobar managed to win it. Castrillan taking a little bit too long with the ball. And that is a challenge from behind by Figueiredo. They've played on quickly. And now we'll have a kick in. And I believe that will be a timeout. Yes, it will, for Andinos. They'll have the kick in the attacking half with 1:42 remaining of stop clock. So we'll be back very soon. Ashmore with the kick in. Correa Di Carvalho driving forwards, finds Ferreira at the far post. Ramirez with the first save, but Mishalik was unable to stop the rebound from ending up in the net. 3-0 now for FutScarbs with D'Souza in goal for FutScarbs, not really having been tested too much. It's not so much a mountain that needs climbing now. Oh, Escobar's opened things up though. A little flick, trying to get it over. D'Souza goes out at the near post. Rezende to Ojima. Now Ferreira. FutScarbs just keeping possession of the ball. Great ball from Ferreira to Rezende. He finds Di Carvalho at the far post. And that is 4-0. And that is definitely now the sealer of the match. Even with a minute of stop clock time, it would take the second coming to get Andinos back into the match now. Di Carvalho intercepts. Rezende keeps possession, and FutScarbs are able to move the ball around again. Ferreira for Rezende. Ojima's sitting deep. Rezende just running the clock down. FutScarbs doing a very good job of doing exactly that. Great turn by Ferreira. Di Carvalho will want another one, but the left foot snapshot just dragged wide. Attacking players like Di Carvalho are never happy with the number of goals that they have. Certainly you would never want to stifle a player like him. Let them score however many goals they can. Good feet by Di Carvalho, winning it. Can the Andinos get a consolation? Correa, great block by Ojima with 3 seconds remaining to show that sort of desperation. Should be an indicator as to why FutScarbs are on their way to challenging for a semi-final spot. That is full time, ladies and gentlemen. We will come to you very soon with the statistics. Just give us 1 second. So as you can see, the passing attempts were very, very even. 348 to FutScarbs with 249 completed, and 371 for Andinos with 266 completed. Both teams at 72%. Even the passing strings, both teams up around 20. Andinos actually had more possession, owing predominantly to FutScarbs being very content to defend inside their own half. The shots on target, given the total shots from FutScarbs were 23, shots on target 14. Andinos are actually better in terms of their accuracy, but the goalkeeping of Bruno Bizarre and then D'Souza in the second half meant Andinos were kept to 0. There were 7 corner kicks for FutScarbs, 4 for Andinos, but a very, very good win in the end, 4-0 for FutScarbs. That will put them into 4th position, potentially temporarily, depending on Phoenix's match tomorrow, but another good performance by them. Andinos have probably got 2 or 3 more matches and will want to try and get themselves as far away from the foot of the table as they can. We'll be back tomorrow night with more action. Thank you very much.